President Muhammadu Buhari, in a letter to the National Assembly dated 10th of February 2022, underscores the need to remove all capital projects that were replicated in the 2022 Appropriation Act. He disclosed that 139 out of 254 projects in the budget totaling 13.24 billion had been identified for deletion. The president also requested that an additional provision for 2.557 trillion naira be appropriated by the National Assembly to fund the petrol subsidy in the 2022 budget framework, which was revised to provide fully for PMS subsidy. Leading debate on the general principle of the 2022 Appropriation Act Amendment Bill, the Senate leader, Senator Yahaya Abdullahi, gave key highlights of the amendment to include 11 areas such as funding to cushion the impact of the recent suspension of the petroleum motor spirit subsidy removal, and addressing the adverse implication that some changes made in the 2022 Appropriation Act could have the successful implementation of the budget.
Highlight of the request for amendments made by the executive arm of government include the following. Number one, funding to cushion the impact of the recent suspension of the petroleum motor spirit subsidy. Number two, addressing the adverse implications and some changes made in the 2022 Appropriation Act that could have impact for the successful implementation of the budget.
Call that while we're debating the general principle of the 2022 budget, I raised the issue of the tax expenditure, Mr. President. Tax expenditure are waivers that are given to individuals or companies. Mr. President, if we look at the tax expenditure in 2022, is about 1 trillion. And it is totally unnecessary. So it is not just what the President has sent here. Let us consider those areas that can help them save money, because we might decide to step down on those tax expenditure. For instance, the individuals that are giving tax expenditure of about 600 billion. Let us know, arrest it. Let us know those people. And then how we can save monies from this tax expenditure to defray even the deficit.
The President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, after the bill scaled second reading, referred the same to the Committee on Appropriation for further work.
The 2022 Appropriation Act to provide for a total sum of 106,161,499,052 naira only for capital expenditures and 43,870,592,044 naira only for recurrent expenditures and for other matters connected there with 2022 second reading taken.
The committee was given 1 week to report back to the chamber in plenary. Kike Lomo Okere, Core TV News, Abuja.